What's up everyone, Allan Morrow here and welcome to this video. Today I just wanted to show you something that I was doing with a client this morning. My client has basically come to me to sort of create a bit of a similar sounding track to sort of like Prida's sounding tracks, but same sort of principle goes, and you can use this technique in your trance tracks as well. So we're just basically working on some percussion within this track. So I'll show you this, but before I do so, if you would like to support the channel, then you can do that by checking out the products at allanmorrowstudios.com. There we have MIDI, sound banks, samples, tutorials, covering everything from the ground up when it comes to trance. You know, your kick and bass, leads, pads, percussion, mix down, mastering, all those different things. So if you would like to support the channel, you can do that there. And also, before I get into the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe and notification bell if you are enjoying the videos, so that you can see all the future videos. Okay, so let's jump into the project. So what we've got here is just, as I say, an 8-bar loop for now, where I am just building up ideas to sort of show the client, you know, different sort of bass lines and stuff like that, testing different arps and things like that. And we're now starting to build a bit of a groove with the percussion. So this is something that I've done before, but this client hadn't seen this done before. So I'll just give you a little quick play of the loop first. Okay, so the main thing that I want to show you here, guys, is this percussion loop that I've got here. So when a lot of people get a percussion loop, what they'll do is they'll drag it in, and it'll either, you know, it'll land kind of like every 4 beats or every 8 beats, depending on obviously the length of the loop. And that's totally fine, it can work, but you can go a little bit further with these things and sort of experiment a little bit. It's not going to work with every loop, and obviously if the loop is just pretty much the same every beat, then again it's not going to work. You have to kind of find a loop that's got sort of a different sort of pattern at the front end to it as the back end of the loop. And what you can do is, rather than just, you know, keeping it right there, you can change it so it doesn't, you cut it so it isn't exactly hitting on the beat every time. It is hitting on the beat, sorry, every time, but the way that the loop is cycling, it's not cycling at the overall length every time. So I've cut it down here to like 6/16. That is that 6? Yep, 6/16 there. Now, if I play this with the kick for you, so you get a better understanding, and I'll also do this by bringing the high. I don't want the high end in there, but for the purpose of showing you this, I'll show you. So let's go back to what it was like, so you have an understanding. And I'll bring in the clap as well and the hat, so you can have a little bit, and this other loop. So, you know, standard sort of groove. So if I now get this and cut it, so not just cutting it in half again, it's going to be a pretty standard loop. But if I start to experiment and go to 6/16 like this, you'll get a slightly different groove. Bring in the bass line as well with it. Let's try a different length. So again, it's just not keeping the standard length. We're just cutting it up. Let's try 7/16. And obviously different loops are going to work better than others in doing it, but it's definitely something to sort of experiment with and see what works. Let's just try 5. Now, as I say, I don't want the high end in this, so I would be filtering this out. I've been putting it more like this. And it's going to be a bit more of a low end loop. But I thought I would share that with you guys, because you can do this with obviously synth loops or anything like that. Anything that's a loop, just try changing the length of it and keeping it looping. So as you'll see at the back end of this, it doesn't complete the final loop, but it, you know, just comes back again. doesn't finish it, but we're just looping it to the length that we want, whether that's 8, 16 bars, whatever, but shortening the cycle of it and experimenting with the cycle. So yeah, I hope you might be able to get some inspiration from that, or might help you, you know. I've tried it with a synth loop that I did in my track. My mind's gone blank. Scrap. I did it in there with the synth loop there, and it works really well for sort of different grooves and different drops and stuff like that. So as I say, guys, if you have enjoyed the video, then please hit that subscribe and notification bell. It is really appreciated. I'm trying to grow the channel, and if you haven't yet done so, don't forget to subscribe to the AM Studios production community. You can do that using the link on the screen, and you'll get exclusive tips and tricks also sent to your inbox. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next episode.